extradited. Remember, in 2018, it was then he was extradited to India from UAE. After that, he was arrested by CBI and then ED. And after 7 years, this is the first massive admission of corruption by Christian Michel. Let me now go across to Executive Editor Politics, Aishwarya Kapoor. Aishwarya, it was you who confronted him in 2018 when he was extradited, and now 7 years later, he has made a big admission of corruption. He said that corruption took place in Italy. Whatever it is, he has said that corruption indeed took...
Well, that is the point, and that is the biggest takeaway from that 2 minute, for the first time ever in the history that anyone has asked question and he has replied back. We have to understand, for the first time, he is accepting that yes, there was corruption. There is corruption in the Augusta Westland case. It once again breaks open the case right in the middle. You have none other but Christian Michel, the main man, accepting that yes, corruption happened. Whether it happened in Italy, India, or the godforsaken Mars, that is for the intelligence agencies to find out. But you have none other but Christian Michel himself. We have to understand the importance of it. That Christian Michel, for the first time, on camera, on record, is accepting that yes, I did corruption. He's trying to disconnect from the people. He's trying to say no connection with the Gandhi family. He's trying to say no, corruption did not happen in India but in Italy. And as I said, whether it happened in India, in Italy, in UAE, in Mars, that is for the agencies to find out, to join the dots. But you have him accepting, and I repeat, for the first time, he's accepting on record, on Republic cameras, that yes, I did corruption. Christian Michel did corruption. And that is the takeaway. First time acceptance is coming out in the Augusta Westland case. It once again stands open. It is completely open right in the middle. He says that yes, I did corruption. Yes, he's trying to add on it and trying to deviate or try to divert the whole investigating process by saying, no, it didn't happen in India, it happened in Italy, but that is for the agencies to find out. And hence I am repeating, for the first time, when Christian Michel himself is saying that yes, corruption happened, now a lot of dots will be joined in. He's trying to disconnect himself from the first family of the Congress party. He's trying to disconnect himself from the Gandhis. He's trying to disconnect himself from India because he wants to go back onto the international courts. And it's just not trying to ask him for the first time when he was brought in to India. We went after him to Dubai. We went after him and his partners in Milan. In north of Italy. We've gone there, we've been there, we've asked those questions to him. But for the first time, he's coming out on camera and he is asked that, did you do corruption? He's saying, yes, it happened. We need to understand the importance of it. The Augusta Westland VVIP chopper scam is once again open up. Like how when you have none other but Christian Michel saying that yes, corruption happened. And now it's for the agencies to join in. The agencies will join the dots. Yes, he will deny that he has no connection with no VVIP in India. Yes, he will deny that nothing happened in India because he wants to once again go to the international courts. But that is for our agencies to decide. And that is why I am saying, for the first time, you have Christian Michel himself accepting that yes, corruption did take place, and that is the major takeaway from that 2-minute Q&A with Soumya. And that's a very, very important one, very crucial one.
That's right, Aishwarya. And Soumya, coming back to you, Soumya, ED and CBI had previously claimed that Michel had admitted to sending packets and packets of cash to Indian officials, but today he says that the corruption happened in Italy. What about his admissions before the ED and CBI?
Yes, well, see, as I mentioned earlier, even ever since the hearing began, ever since he was brought back to the Indian soil and the hearing began in both the cases separately, CBI and ED, he has maintained the stance that And with that, I would also like to remind you that he has been quoting the verdict, the judgment that has been given by the Italy court, there the Milan's third appeal court, and the Supreme Court of Cassation, wherein he has been time and again in the court hearings, and even for that matter, his counsel as well has been claiming that if he was acquitted from Italy, and because the main company, the Finmeccanica, is based out of Italy. So now that he has been acquitted, that should be used in favor of his hearing on the cases that are ongoing here.
Soumya.
So this is the first time that it has happened.
Soumya, absolutely, you are right. And we were in Cote de Milan. We've spoken to those judges. We have those judges on record as well. But once again, I'm saying, he has been trying to deviate it, Soumya. We've questioned him in UAE. We have tried to counter him in Milan. We have tried to go to his and his accomplices' residences. But I'm saying, for the first time, you have the man himself. And that is the importance of it. You have Christian Michel himself on camera, guys, accepting that, yes, corruption did take place in the Augusta Westland VVIP chopper scam. And the names which will fall out of the closet now are going to be very, very important, very, very crucial, and are sitting in very, very high places. So that is what I am saying. He will try to distance himself from India. He will try to distance himself from the Indian politicians, from the first family of the Congress party. Questions was asked. He has denied. He will deny. But now, because there is unrefutable evidence, he cannot deny that corruption did not take place. And hence, I'm saying, after so many years, after a whole plethora of investigation has happened, now for the first time, you have him accepting that, yes, he was involved in corruption. And that is the main point. This is what the agencies wanted. This is what the Indian government wanted. That the man himself, the man in question in the Augusta Westland VVIP chopper scam, is accepting on record, on camera to you, Soumya, that, yes, I did corruption. He's saying that, yes, but he adds a rider to it by saying, no, not in India, but in an alien place. That means overseas, Italy. That is for our agencies to decide whether it happened in India, in Italy, en masse, or any place. Because he's disconnecting from those people as well who were ruling at that point of time when this corruption scam took place. So he will try to distance. As far as you were connecting the whole Cote de Milan, we have those proceedings. Rhythm Anand Bharadwaj, our legal editor, has gone through that whole plethora of judgment. He has not been completely exonerated. There are still evidences there as well. And that's what I'm saying. Even in the Cote de Milan, the judge gave out the judgment, and I still remember there was still underlines. There was name of Ahmed Patel, late Ahmed Patel. There was clear mention of the first family of the Congress party. So he's trying to distance himself. He's still trying to save some very, very senior people in the Indian political arena. But the real issue remains that he has accepted today for the first time that, yes, corruption did took place in the Augusta Westland VVIP chopper scam. Back to you.
Absolutely. This big admission that has come in from Christian Michel. Michel, a 7-pointed question, in fact, asked to him by Republic TV, and he has deflected most of them. But now he has said that, yes, the corruption took place not in India, but in Italy. It's an Italian political affair, is a big statement that has come in from Christian Michel. He has said that corruption took place in Italy. He has said that corruption did not take place in the country, but saying indeed that the corruption, in fact, did take place. Let's have a look at the sequence once again.
So Mr. Michel, can you please, since the start of this investigation, there has been mention about bribing the intermediaries and certain politicians and bureaucrats. So who were those people? Can you give some names?
Well, let me tell you, there's no corruption that took place in India. And I was very much aware of everything. There is no corruption in India. The corruption took place in Italy. It's an Italian political affair. It's got nothing to do with India.
But the faxes and emails from that time suggest that you were in contact with certain bureaucrats and intermediaries here in India. You had spoken to CCS appointed spokesmen as well.
I tell you what, those emails and those faxes all came from Hashki, who created them, and he's admitted it in court that he lied, and he won't come here because he can't give any evidence because he's been lying, and that's why everybody got discharged and exonerated in the Italian Supreme Court, because there is not any corruption took place in India. It all happened in Italy.
So is it true that there was some form of communication with regards to eliminating the competition back then to secure this deal with India?
Only in a legal way. There was no.
Because
no
you
talk
have
about
mentioned about your about that in your emails, and with that, were you in touch with the Gandhi family?
Absolutely
or
not.
has,
Madam, please.
Not in any way.
Sir, those who allegedly
Sir, those who have been named in the case, have you ever spoken to anyone?
No,
Any accused here?
No.
Madam, please, both.
Nor did they take any photos.
So any names,
Madam,
any
please.
intermediaries you were ever in contact with?
Not in India.
Well, viewers, now let's go back in time 7 years back in 2018 when Christian Michel was extradited. It was Aishwarya Kapoor who confronted him. Let's play out that sequence.
This is the cavalcade. These are the cars carrying Christian Michel. This is the security protocol. This is the security protocol. You are going to see more and more cars on your screens right now, and that is Christian Michel. First visuals on your screen. Christian, would you want to speak? Christian, would you want to speak? Christian, have you turned an approver? Christian, would you give facts? Christian, would you give facts? Christian, would you give facts to India? Christian, would you give facts? Christian, would you give facts at last? Christian, would you tell the truth? Christian, would you tell the truth? Christian, will 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 you tell the truth about those names? Christian, will you tell the truth about the names? What are you doing? Christian, will you tell the truth about the names? Christian, Michel, Niranjan not going. The class is covered. Yes, Christian, will you tell the truth about the family? Christian, and that's the car getting in. Christian Michel, first visuals on your screen, Niranjan. Here on Republic, the cavalcade gets in. You have the senior CBI officials right there accompanying. It's an 8-car cavalcade entering the CBI headquarters.
And let me once again bring in my colleague Soumya Jaiswal, who got us this sequence from Rouse Avenue Court today. Soumya, let's now talk about the Gandhi family link, the alleged Gandhi family link, because the spotlight is back on the UPA era corruption case. You asked important question about that as well, and also an email that was sent to the bureaucrats during that time. No answer at all, complete deflection. Tell us more about that.
Yes, well, see, Akanksha, during that whole 2-minute chunk, you can very clearly make out that how Christian Michel was very categorically trying to distance himself the moment the Gandhi name came up or the moment the Indian bureaucrats appeared into the conversation. So he has very carefully distanced himself in that chunk. However, the moment I've asked about any sort of corruption or any contact with the intermediaries, he has very comfortably and again for the very first time ever since his extradition and post all the hearing and the bail has made it clear on camera for the first time that yes, corruption happened. Now again, if we come back to the Gandhis, he has very categorically distanced himself, as earlier mentioned by my colleague Aishwarya Kapoor. Now that this statement has come up for the first time, it is for the agencies to get and dig deeper into this. But again, it is very clear through this attempt that he was trying to save some very bigger names, because clearly in this case, when the case was up for hearing in the Italy court as well, another alleged middleman, Guido Hashke, who was arrested by the authorities there, from there certain emails, certain faxes, those were recovered, talks about money being transferred, officials being bribed, also mentions about the name was mentioned of IF chief, back then IF chief Mr. Tyagi. So it clearly makes it very clear as far as this sequence with Christian Michel is concerned that he has very safely, very carefully tried to distance himself as far as Gandhis are concerned, because of course they had a huge role to play as far as the procurement or the deal, securing the deal of these 12 VVIP choppers were concerned.
Absolutely, Soumya. Keep tracking those details.